Welcome to the Lifestyle Herbalist, where we serve up a healthy dose of happiness. I'm Dabney Vaccaro, and together with my co-host Sabrina Cooper, we're here to blend our expertise as dental hygienists and herbalists to help you live your healthiest, happiest life. From holistic wellness tips to natural remedies and everything in between, we're here to inspire you to thrive, mind, body, and spirit. Let's get started. Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyle Herbalist podcast. I'm your host, Dabney Vaccaro, and I'm here to talk to you today about seasonal allergies. As we're getting toward the end of winter, spring is just around the corner, which means things are going to start to blossom, bloom, and pollination will begin. And for those of you who suffer with seasonal allergies, now is the time to get on your herbal preparations to help your body get ready for what's to come. Seasonal allergies or hay fever is really a common health concern for many people, and they're triggered by airborne substances like pollen from trees, grass, and weeds. And it's prevalent during specific times of the year. Some people have allergies in the spring, some have them in the fall, and some people have them all year round. Today, I want to explore some of the causes, symptoms, the immune response, and just some of the statistical data around seasonal allergies. I was really surprised when I was doing this research how much pollen actually comes from cedar trees or pine trees. But other trees like oak, maple, and birch, they also release a lot of pollen in the spring, typically from March until May. And tree pollen is actually one of the most common triggers of seasonal allergies. And like I said, not one that I really thought about. Then there's grasses like Bermuda, Timothy, Kentucky bluegrass. They also release a lot of pollen, usually late spring to early summer. Weeds like ragweed is particularly prevalent here where I live in Virginia. They release pollen typically from summer until fall, usually around like August to like October. In addition to all the things that fly around from trees and grasses, we also have to think about mold. Mold spores also contribute to seasonal allergies, especially during humid days or really rainy periods of time. And then we have ocular symptoms like itchy, red, and watery eyes. These are also common symptoms from allergies. There's also ear and throat symptoms, an itchy throat, postnasal drip, ear congestion. These can all occur due to this inflammatory response. Some individuals may experience coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath, and especially people who have asthma or if you have any underlying respiratory conditions. And then there's just like general conditions or general symptoms like headaches, fatigue, irritability. They're also reported by individuals who have seasonal allergies, a lot of times due to poor sleep. But seasonal allergies is really a result of an overactive immune response to harmless environmental pathogens. The immune response happens because it mistakenly identifies pollen or mold spores as a harmful invader and mounts a defense system against them to try and neutralize them. And this process involves several key steps. Upon initial exposure to the allergen, the immune system produces a specific immunoglobulin E, IgE, antibodies. These antibodies bind to mast cells and basophils, which are types of immune cells found in the respiratory tract. Upon subsequent exposure to the same allergen, the allergen binds to the IgE antibodies on the surface of the mast cells and the basophils. This triggers the release of the inflammatory mediators such as histamine, leukotrienes, and prostaglandins. The release of these mediators leads to the dilation of blood vessels, increases the mucus production, and the recruitment of other immune cells to the site of the exposure. This is the characteristic symptoms that people experience: nasal congestion, sneezing, and itchy, watery eyes. Seasonal allergies are a widespread health issue here in the United States. And according to the American College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, approximately 50 million Americans suffer from allergies each year, with seasonal allergies being the most common type. Seasonal allergies also have a significant economic impact, with billions of dollars spent annually on medical treatments, medications, and lost productivity. And scientific studies have shown that the climate change is exacerbating seasonal allergies. These warmer temperatures and increased carbon dioxide levels are leading to longer growing seasons and a higher pollen production. As people, we have the ability to stop into the pharmacy and pick up medications without much thought. We read what's on the package, toss it in our bodies or on our bodies, and hope it works. But even over-the-counter medications have side effects, and the cost of allergy medications have risen over. Nasal sprays can range anywhere from $20 to $30 a bottle. Eye drops can range anywhere from $10 to $20 per bottle, and these are the over-counter medications. And then there's prescription medications like antihistamines, and they can cost anywhere from $30 to $60 per month. Nasal sprays that are prescription are anywhere from $50 to $100 per bottle. Allergy shots, wow. Depending on the frequency, they can be anywhere from $800 to $4,000 per year. And then we have the possibility of lost productivity or even the quality of life. Seasonal allergies account for millions of missed work days and school days annually. In the U.S. alone, allergies are estimated to cause over 3.8 million missed work days and 2 million missed school days each year. And the loss of productivity due to allergies is estimated to be $18 million annually in just the U.S. And then there's the presenteeism, which this was a new term for me, but this is when individuals show up to work, but maybe they're not feeling 100%. Allergies actually reduce productivity, and studies have suggested that allergy sufferers experience 10 to 30% reduction in productivity during peak allergy seasons. The total economic burden for seasonal allergies could be up to $11.2 billion annually. Like I said, with climate change, rising temperatures, increased CO2 levels, they're extending this pollen season, making them more intense and leading to higher demand for allergy medications and treatments. The cost of prescription medications and healthcare services continue to rise, and it impacts the out-of-pocket expenses for allergy sufferers. So what are some herbal allies? While conventional treatments like antihistamines and corticosteroids are widely used, many individuals seek natural alternatives to manage their symptoms. Herbal medicine has been used for centuries to alleviate allergy symptoms, and several herbs, including goldenrod, nettle, mullein, and elderflower, have shown promise in providing relief. So let's go over some of these things that potentially can help you during your allergy season. Goldenrod is very soothing and a healing herb. It's a useful diuretic in the urinary tract, obstructions, kidney stones, and inflammation. It is helpful for hay fever and allergies, and is also helpful for upper respiratory infections like yeast infections and thrush. It is warming and drying. It is an anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, diuretic, and a kidney tonic. Unfortunately, goldenrod gets a bad reputation and is often misunderstood as the cause of the allergies sufferer due to its bright yellow flowers, which usually blooms during peak allergy season. However, goldenrod's pollen is heavy and sticky, and making it unlikely to be airborne. Instead, goldenrod has anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, and a diuretic property that can help alleviate allergy symptoms. It also contains flavonoids, saponins, and phenolic compounds that reduce inflammation in the respiratory tract and modulate the immune response. Goldenrod also helps to support natural detoxification processes, helping it to eliminate allergens more effectively. You can consume goldenrod in a tea, tincture, or a capsule. Nettle is one of the most well-known herbs for allergy relief. It contains natural antihistamines such as quercetin, which inhibit the release of histamine from mast cells, thereby reducing symptoms like sneezing, itching, and nasal congestion. Nettle also has an anti-inflammatory properties due to its high content of flavonoids and polyphenols. Additionally, nettle is a nourishing herbal food. It's rich in iron, calcium, magnesium, protein, and other nutrients. And nettles is considered a food that helps to build healthy bones, joints, and skin. It's excellent remedy for anemia, low blood pressure, and just general weakness. It also helps to increase excretion of uric acid to help with rheumatism and gout. Nettles is extremely safe. However, the live plant can cause skin irritation due to its stinging nature. It is neutral and nourishing. It's anti-allergenic, anti-inflammatory, antihistamine, a diuretic, a kidney tonic, a mast cell stabilizer, mineralizer, and a tonic. Nettle is wonderful as a tea, tincture, or a capsule, and I add it to a lot of my tea blends. But basically, you steep 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried nettle leaves in hot water for about 10 minutes and drink 2 to 3 cups a day. Mullein is renowned for its ability to soothe the respiratory conditions, making it particularly useful for allergy-related symptoms such as coughing, congestion, and throat irritation. The herb contains mucilage, which is a sticky substance that coats and soothes irritated mucous membranes in the respiratory tract. Mullein is often used for chronic lung problems such as asthma and COPD, but it's also helpful for colds and coughs, especially dry coughs. It is moistening and cooling. It's a demulcent, an expectorant, and a lung tonic. Mullein is a biannual plant, meaning it only lives for 2 years. The first year, it is a rosette, and that is what's most desirable for medicine, as the energies are all encapsulated into this first-year plant. The second year, the energy is sent up into the making of the stalk, so the medicine, while still there, is not as concentrated. Mullein is mostly commonly used as a tea or a tincture. To make mullein tea, again, steep 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried mullein leaves or flowers in hot water for about 10 to 15 minutes and drink 2 to 3 cups daily. The next herb that I like to use in my allergy relief tea is the elderflower. Elderflower and berry is a gentle yet effective herb for relieving allergy symptoms. It has an anti-inflammatory, antiviral, and a decongestant properties, making it useful for reducing nasal congestion, sinus pressure, and inflammation in the respiratory tract. Elderflower contains flavonoids such as quercetin and rutin, which helps to stabilize mast cells and prevent the release of histamine. Additionally, elderflower promotes sweating, which can help the body eliminate toxins and allergens. Elderberry has a mild laxative and decongestant action, and they may inhibit the spread of many viral infections. All parts of the fresh plant are mildly toxic and can cause nausea and diarrhea. Even dried, the stems and bark and root contain enough of the residual compounds to induce nausea. The flowers should be dried before using, and the berries should be dried or boiled fresh for 3 minutes prior to preserving. Its energetics is that it's cool and dry. Its properties is that it's anti-inflammatory, antiviral, a decongestant, diaphoretic, and nutritive. Elderflower can be consumed as a tea, tincture, or a syrup. And to make a tea, again, use the dried flowers, 1 to 2 teaspoons in hot water for about 10 minutes. Drink 2 to 3 cups daily. Wild cherry has a long history in cough remedies. Ever wonder why so many cough syrups are cherry flavored? It's a cooling remedy that expels phlegm and soothes out dry mucous membranes, making it very helpful for a variety of respiratory and digestive symptoms. It may also help normalize histamine reactions and allergies. And in traditional Chinese medicine is indicated when there is a heart fire blazing, consisting of palpitations, mental restlessness, agitation, insomnia, rapid pulse, and a yellow-coated tongue with a red tip. There is slight toxicity with wild cherry, so it should not be used in a large amount for a long period of time. But medicinal doses have never proved harmful. It is cooling and drying, and its properties are that it's astringent and an expectorant. This is a cold infusion. While most herbs have hot water that helps get the medicine out, wild cherry is actually, it's the bark of wild cherry. It is a cold preparation. So you steep 1 to 5 ounces of bark in cold water and drink 3 to 5 cups a day. Do you have ground ivy? Ground ivy has been used as a flavoring and a clearing agent in brewing beer prior to the use of hops. Ground ivy was used in the treating innumerable medical conditions and disorders such as bladder, kidney, digestive tract, and skin, gout, coughs, colds, and even ringing in the ear. Early English settlers brought it here as one of their standard stocks of household herbs, just like dandelion. In the 19th century, ground ivy was used for treating lung and kidney disease, asthma, jaundice, hypochondria, and even several manias. This plant is rich in iron and is useful in helping to remove heavy metals from the body. It can easily be added to soups, jams, oatmeal, and vegetable dishes. These herbs can be used individually or in combination to enhance their allergy-relieving effects. For example, a tea blend of nettle, goldenrod, and elderflower can provide comprehensive relief from nasal congestion, sneezing, and inflammation. Similarly, a tincture combining mullein and nettle can target both respiratory and systemic allergy symptoms. While herbal remedies are generally safe, it is important to consult with a healthcare provider before using them, especially for individuals who are pregnant, breastfeeding, or taking medications. Some herbs may interact with medications or cause side effects in sensitive individuals. For example, nettle may lower blood pressure in individuals, so those people using blood pressure medication should be cautious. Additionally, proper identification of herbs is also crucial. Some plants, like ragweed, may resemble goldenrod. I have had several clients who have told me that their seasonal allergies have become a lot less noticeable with the continued use of using these herbs. In my allergy relief tea blend, I use several of the herbs that we discussed today. So if you're interested in learning more, you can reach out to me. My information will be in the show notes. And I hope if you do have seasonal allergies that you will try some of these herbal preparations rather than going through the over-the-counter or prescription medications, just to see if maybe you can teach your body to understand the allergens and not have to put up such a fight. Our bodies are so smart, and if we give it what it needs, it's amazing the things that it will do for us. So if you have found this helpful or inspiring, please share it with your friends or leave us a review. That would be great. And let us know what content you would like to know more about. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and enjoy life. Until next time.